Hello everyone and welcome back to Unusual Art, the place where we find artistic value and hidden symbolisms in the most unusual places, mostly though in motorsports which happen to be my favorite hobby. As in the previous episode, the inspiration for this was a class in university. In an assignment that was about Roland Barthes' photography theory, we were tasked to describe a photo of our choice using his methodology. And that, once again, sparked a flame inside of me, because almost immediately this photograph popped in my head. Yes, this is a Formula 1 photo. More specifically, this photo, taken by Mark Thompson in September 2002, depicts Michael Schumacher on his way to the starting grid prior to the infamous 2002 USA Grand Prix. Now, for those who don't remember or don't know why I said infamous, it is because that was the race in which the two Ferraris of Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello went across the line side by side as the German lifted his throttle in what was described as a staged photo finish by some people in the media and the fans alike. As for more context, this race was the 16th of the 2002 season out of 17, which is remembered for Schumacher's and Ferrari's dominance, as in this season he secured his, at the time, 5th World Championship in record-winning time, winning 11 out of 17 races single-handedly, and not once finishing a race outside the podium positions. As for the prancing horse of the Scuderia, a further 4 wins for the team's second driver, the aforementioned Barrichello, meant that the team in total won 15 out of the 17 races that season. But why? Oh, why, I hear you ask. Why does the title say Moses in it? I hear you ask. We will get right to it. I want you to look at the picture closely. Take a careful look. What does this remind you of? Well, to me, it reminded of the famous parting of the Red Sea by Moses, as described in the book of Exodus. For those who might not be familiar with this, Moses was described as the chosen one by God to lead the Israelites from Egyptian slavery to the promised land, today's Israel. So, after the plagues of Egypt, the Pharaoh agrees to let the Israelites go. God, though, causes the Pharaoh to pursue the Israelites with chariots and the army, and he overtakes them at the specific place which I cannot be bothered to pronounce now. When the Israelites saw the Egyptian army, they were afraid, but the pillar of fire and cloud separated them from the Egyptians. At God's command then, Moses held his staff out over the water. The water parted, and the Israelites walked through on dry land with a wall of water on either side. The Egyptians then pursued them, but at daybreak, God clogged their chariot wheels and threw them into a panic, and with the return of the water, the Pharaoh and his entire army were destroyed. When the Israelites saw the power of God, they put their faith in God and in Moses, and sang a song of praise to their Lord for their crossing of the sea and the destruction of their enemies. This, in summary, is the whole story. Of course, there's much more detail for those who might want to research it. So I hope you now see how the biblical parting of the sea, caused by the command of God, is kind of being reincarnated in this 2002 picture. This is essentially, to my eyes, the modern day Moses, quote unquote, with a red car instead of the Red Sea, parting a sea of people this time, watched and followed by a crowd of thousands, both physically, as 125,000 people attended the race, and metaphorically through TV screens. This, in my line of thought, is emboldened by the aforementioned dominance displayed by Michael Schumacher in that particular season, exhibiting, some would say, godly driving qualities that changed the history of F1, like Moses and God did for the religions of Christianity and Judaism. So I hope you see how I paralleled them both. I hope you liked this video, and I will be waiting for you in the comments for a discussion, for some criticism, or if you just want to leave a positive message. From me, Marius, goodbye.